Welcome to this yoga flow. My name is Brittany and I'll be guiding you. This flow is designed to put your body back in alignment, to open up your shoulders, hips, and hamstrings. You won't need any equipment other than somewhere soft to work on. I'll meet you there and let's get started. We'll begin today in a kneeling position. Tuck your toes under, sit back onto your heels, place your hands on top of your thighs. We're going to stretch into our feet before we begin our flow. So apply pressure to the top of your thighs, feel that nice stretch in your feet. We're going to take 3 rounds of breath. Inhale nose, exhale mouth. Inhale, exhale. Breathe in, and breathe out. Lean forward, bring your hands to your mat, and then tap out your feet. And we're gonna do that one more time. Tuck your toes under, sit back onto your heels, hands to the top of your thighs to apply pressure, 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, breathe in, and breathe out. Lean back forward, tap out your feet. I'm gonna bring your knees out wide, big toes touch. Walk your hands out in front of you, sink your hips down towards your heel, bring your forehead down to the ground for child's pose. Notice if you're holding any tension in your face. Relax your forehead. Release any tension in your jaw. We're going to deepen into our breath together. So empty out any stale air. And begin to breathe in through your nose. Feel your rib cage expand, belly rise. Exhale, mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, mouth. Breathe in. And breathe out. Continue to deepen into your breath. Whenever your mind starts to wander into the past or into the future, bring your awareness back to your breath. Your breath is what grounds you into the present moment. And with every exhale, see if you can sink your hips closer down towards your heels. Take one more breath in. And then as you exhale, walk your hands over towards the left side. Option to stack your right hand on top of your left. And then sink your hips back down towards your heels. And imagine sending your breath all along the right side of your body. Feeling a nice deep stretch along the right side of your body. Draw your awareness back to your hands, and then start to walk your hands over towards the opposite side of your mat. Option to stack your left hand on top of the right as you sink your hips back down towards your heels. Imagine sending your breath all up and down the left side of your body, feeling into the stretch also. And slowly release, walk yourself back through center. Slowly peel yourself up and then come into a tabletop position. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Knees hip distance apart. Tuck your toes under. Look down at your hands. Switch the directions of your hands so your fingers point towards your knees. And if your wrists are lifted a little bit, that's okay. Take a breath in, and then as you exhale, press your hips down towards your heels to feel stretch into your wrists, forearms, and biceps. Relax your head and breathe. Go ahead and release, untuck your toes, sit on your heels, shake your hands out, bring the blood flow back to your hands and your wrists. And then bring yourself back into tabletop position. Shoulders over your wrists, hips over knees, knees hip distance apart, and tops of the feet are down. Take a breath in and a breath out. Inhale, this time drop your belly down, arch your back, lift your tailbone and your crown of your head. Eye gaze looks up for cow pose. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your chin in towards your chest. Look for the tops of your thighs for cat. Inhale, drop your belly down, arch your back, look up. Shoulder blades hug together to open up into your chest. Exhale, press the floor away. Straighten into your arms. Round out your spine. Inhale, drop the belly down. Look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Come back through center. Extend your right hand forward, thumb facing up. Lift your left heel up. Take a breath in as you arch your arm and your leg. Exhale, round, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hold it up at the top. Start to take little pulses here. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Hold it up high, pause. Lower your hand down to the ground underneath your shoulder. Now cross your leg over towards the opposite side, tucking your toes to the ground. Hands underneath your shoulders, or walk your hands slightly over towards the right to exaggerate the curve in your spine. Hold it here and breathe. Big stretch along the left side of your body. One more breath in. And as you exhale, walk your hands back underneath your shoulders, bend into your knee, lower it back down. Reach your opposite hand out in front of you, thumb facing up, opposite heel up. Inhale to arch. Exhale, round, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hold it up at the top and begin to pulse, 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 pulse. Hold it up high, pause. Lower your hand underneath your shoulder. Cross your foot over to the opposite side, tucking your toes to the ground. Hands underneath the shoulders, or walk your hands slightly over to the left. Deepen back into your breath and feel into the stretch all along the right side of your body. One more breath in. And as you exhale, bend back into your knee. Lower your knee back down. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes under. Hover your knees up off the mat. Draw your belly button in towards your spine. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, send your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Straighten into your arms. Relax your head and neck. Pedal out your feet. Bend one knee. Straighten and sink in into the other. Find stillness in your down dog. Look towards the top of your mat, and then step or hop to your hands. Come into a forward fold. Feet are about hip distance apart. Outer edges of your feet are parallel. And take a breath in. Press your hands to your shins. Find a flat back, halfway rise. Exhale, release and fold. Keep a slight bend into your knees if the back of your thighs are tight. And hang out here for a moment. Option to reach for opposite elbows for ragdoll. You could even sway side to side. Stretching into the hamstrings. The muscles in the back of our thighs get really tight from all the sitting we do. Most exercises make these muscles tight as well. Take a moment here to relax into this, to allow those muscles to start to lengthen back out. Find stillness if you haven't already. Release the grip of your elbows if you have those, hands to the ground. Bend into your knees, ground down to all four corners of your feet. And then slowly roll yourself all the way up to stand. And bring your head up last. Take a breath in as you lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, relax them down and back. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, shoulders down. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, shoulders down and back. Take a breath in. Reach your arms up to the sky. Reach for your left wrist and take a big side bend over towards the right. Press your hips to the left. Inhale back through center. As you exhale, reach for opposite wrist. And take a big side bend over towards the left side, bumping your hips to the right. Come back up through center. Interlace your fingers. Take your fingers to the back of your head. Press your hips forward, chest forward, elbows press back, lift. Come back up. Release your hands. Interlace your fingers. And press your fingers down towards the ground. Hug your shoulder blades together. Open up into your chest. Lift your chin up. Press your fingers down as you open up into your chest. Slowly release. Take your hands to your low back. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, press your hips forward. Shoulders hug together. Lift your chin. Slowly bring yourself back up through center. Reach your hands forward. Take a breath in. Back into chair pose. Ground down into your heels. Grip into the mat with your toes. And then start to take little pulses. Warming up your thighs. Warming up your legs. Building heat. Hold it down low. Breath in. As you exhale, open arm twist towards the left. Inhale. Exhale, open arm twist towards the right. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Sink your hips down just a little bit more. Inhale. As you exhale, straighten into your legs, hands down to the ground. Breathe in, halfway rise. Exhale, full plant your hands. Step back into high plank. Option to bring your knees down to the ground. Hands underneath your shoulders. Draw your belly button in towards your spine. Press your heels back. Breathe in. As you exhale, shift your weight forward. Come onto your tippy toes. And then slowly lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Elbows hug the rib cage. And then press yourself up onto your forearms for Sphinx pose. Elbows underneath your shoulders, wrists in line with your elbows. Spread your fingers wide and pull the mat towards you as you slide your chest forward, chins parallel with the ground. Hold it here. Press the tops of your feet into the ground. And if your back feels warm, straighten into your arms. Keep your chin parallel with the ground. Perfectly okay to stay onto your forearms. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, come back down. Slide both hands underneath your shoulders. Elbows hug into the rib cage, tops of the feet down. And take a breath in as you lift just your chest up. Stay for the exhale. And then start to take little pulses here. Ground the tops of your feet down. As you pulse up, hands hover off the mat. Keep pulsing. Eye gaze down towards the ground. Good. Hold it up high. Now lift your heels up. Reach your hands forward. Start to flutter kick your feet like you're swimming in water. Kick, kick, kick. Take a breath in. As you exhale, shoulders hug together. Elbows squeeze back. Keep kicking. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, hug your shoulders back. Kick, kick, kick. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Good job. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale, pause there. Take a breath in, lift everything up, and then lower it down. Slide your right hand underneath your shoulder. Hug your elbow in, left hand next to you with your palm facing down. Take a breath in as you reach your right heel towards the sky. And then as you exhale, cross your foot over towards the opposite side. Roll onto your side. Press into your right hand to roll into your left shoulder. Relax the side of your head towards the ground and hold it here. Slowly roll yourself back through center and then switch it out. Left hand underneath your shoulder, hug your elbow in. Right hand next to you with your palm facing down. Take a breath in as you lift your left heel up towards the sky. As you exhale, bend your knee, roll yourself to the side, bringing your leg to the opposite side. Rest the side of your face towards the ground. And the more you press into your left hand and roll onto your side, the more you open into your right shoulder. Stay here and breathe. And slowly release back through center. Bring both hands to the bottoms of your rib cage. Take a breath in. As you exhale, straighten into your arms. Come up to up dog, chins parallel with the ground. Squeeze your glutes to protect your low back. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, tuck your toes under, send your hips up and back into down dog. Lower your knees down to the ground, tabletop position. And then lunge your left foot forward between your hands. Ground down into your right hand. Take your left, thread it underneath your right. Take a breath in as you reach your left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, thread back under, hand underneath your shoulder. Reach your hand to the opposite side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread. Inhale, up. Exhale, thread. One more time. Inhale, reach up as high as you can. This time, bring your hands to the top of your thigh, thumb on the inside, fingers on the outside. Press your thigh wide. As you twist your spine to the left, eye gaze can go towards your shoulder. Take a breath in. And then as you breathe out, unwind. Hand underneath your shoulder, step back into tabletop position. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Take a breath in as you drop your belly down, arch your back, look up. Exhale to round. Press the floor away, tuck your chin to your chest. Inhale through center. Look towards the top of your mats. Now step your right foot forward. Ground down into your left hand. Take your right hand, thread it underneath your left, reach through. Take a breath in as you reach up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, thread your hand underneath your arm. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, thread. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach up as high as you can. And then this time, bring your hand to the top of your thigh, thumb on the inside, fingers on the outside. Press your thigh wide as you twist towards the right side. Eye gaze can go past your right shoulder. Hold it here. Gently unwind. Bring your hand back underneath your shoulder. Tuck your back toes under. And then step back into high plank. And then press your hips up and back into down dog. Bend into your knees. Look forward. Step or hop between your hands, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up to stand. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Take a breath in and a breath out. Release your hands to your sides. Take your hands to your hips. And then lunge your left foot back. Come to a high lunge. Square your hips forward. Press your back hip forward so both hips are in one line. Zip up your back leg. You want about one leg distance between both feet. Reach your arms up to the sky. As you exhale, goal post your arms, hug your shoulder blades together, open up into your hands, fingers spread apart. Inhale, back up. Exhale, goal post. Inhale, reach. Exhale, goal post. Hug your shoulder blades together, open up into your chest, spread your fingers wide. Good, breathe in, reach back up. And then as you exhale, dial your back heel down, turn towards the left side, open your arms to a T for warrior two. Bend deeply into your front knee as you press into the pinky side edge of your back foot. And then send your eye gaze down your front middle finger. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, reach forward, bring your forearm to the top of your thigh. Top arm reaches up and over. Big stretch along the left side of your body. Notice if your knee is collapsing in, press it wide and breathe. Keep your legs the way they are, but reverse your warrior. Left hand slides down your back leg, top arm reaches up and over. Sink back into your front knee. And come back up to warrior two, arms parallel to the ground. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn to face the opposite side of your mat. So you're in a high lunge on the opposite side. Square your hips to the top of your mat. Zip up your back leg, bend deeply into your front knee. Reach your arms up to the sky, breathe in. As you exhale, goal post your arms, spread your fingers wide. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bend your elbows, open up into your chest. Inhale, back up. Exhale, back down. Breathe in, reach up. As you exhale, dial your back heel down again. Open up to warrior two on the opposite side. Press into the pinky side edge of your back foot as you bend deeply into your front knee. Now send your eye gaze down your front middle finger and take a breath in as you reach forward. As you exhale, bring your forearm to the top of your thigh. Top arm reaches up and over. Ground down into your feet. Reverse your warrior, high five the back wall. Come back up to warrior two, arms parallel with the ground. Bring your hands to your hips. Heel toe your feet. So you're now facing the long side of your mat. Bring your toes in slightly, heels out. Bring your hands to your low back. Take a breath in as you press your hips forward. And then as you exhale, bring yourself back through center. Hinge at your hips. Bow your chest forward to a wide-legged forward fold. You can bring your hands down to the ground or reach for the outsides of your legs. Relax the top of your head down towards the ground. You should see the room in back of you. Relax your jaw. And press into the pinky side edges of your feet to activate your inner thighs. Hold it here and breathe. Take one more breath in. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to the ground. Walk your feet in, bend into your knees. Bring your knees down to the ground. Now open your knees out as wide as you can. Bring your ankles in line with your knees for frog pose. Now, if it's too much to have your feet out to the side, you can tuck your toes in like child's pose, or toes in towards one another. And then start to come down to your forearms. You want your hips in line with your knees, so you might need to rock forward a little bit. We'll take a few more rounds of breath here. And as we hold frog pose, see if you can just nudge your knees wide a little bit more. But don't force anything, don't overdo anything. Getting a big stretch into your groin muscles. This can get really intense. So slowing your breath down is really important here. Relax into this as much as you can. Take one more breath in. As you exhale, straighten into your arms, hands underneath your shoulders. Walk your knees in. Turn towards the top of your mat. Spread your fingers wide, tuck your toes, send your hips up and back into down dog. Bring your big toes to touch. Take a breath in as you sweep your right heel up towards the sky. As you exhale, bend your knee, shift your weight forward, and bring your shin to the top of your mat for pigeon pose. Bring your left leg down, top of the foot's down, slide it back. Bring your right hand to your thigh, left hand to your calf. Press into your leg as you lift your chest up, top of the head up towards the sky. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, lean forward and bring your forearms down to the ground. Press your left hip crease down towards the mat. Relax your forehead down. And deepen back into your breath. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, straighten into your arms, hands underneath your shoulders, press into your arms, straighten them out, tuck your back toes, and then press your right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open up towards the right side, stack your hips on one another, bring your heel towards your glute. And slowly release, foot back down to the ground. Bring your big toes to touch. Take a breath in as you sweep your left heel up towards the sky. As you exhale, bend your knee and bring your shin to the top of the mat, pigeon pose. Untuck your back toes, slide your back leg down. Bring your hand to your thigh, other hand to your calf. Press into your leg as you lift your chest up. And then release, come down to your forearms. Press your right hip crease down towards the mat to square off your hips. Drop your head down. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, straighten into your arms, hands underneath your shoulders, press yourself back up. Tuck your back toes under, and then send your leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Bend your knee, open up to the left side, glute, heel towards your glute. And then come back through center. Lower your foot down to the ground. Lower your knees down to the ground. Untuck your toes. Stand onto your knees, hips over your knees, shoulders over your hips. Take your hands to your low back. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, press your hips forward, lift your chin up, elbows hug together. Come back up through center. Bring your hands to the ground. Open your knees out wide, big toes touch. Walk your hands out in front of you. Bring your forehead down to the ground for child's pose. Take a couple breaths here. Begin to slide your hands back underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up. Swing your legs to the side. Bring your booty down to the ground. Bend into your knees, soles of the feet on the ground. Reach for the back of your thighs. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. Then slowly roll yourself all the way down to the ground. Walk your heels towards your hips. Arms alongside your body, palms facing down. Take a breath in as you squeeze your glutes, bringing your hips up towards the sky. Tuck your chin towards your chest. And slowly lower your hips back down. Inhale, hips back up. Exhale, lower them down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Ground down into your left foot. Lift your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Press your right thigh away. Stay here or bring your knees in towards your chest. Reach for the back of your left thigh or your shin as you relax your head towards the ground. Release your foot back down towards the ground. Open your arms to a T or goalpost your arms and let your knees fall over towards the left side of the mat. Option to take your left hand to the outside of your right thigh. Keep the back of your head on the ground or turn to face the right side to complete the twist in your spine. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, come back through center. Uncross your legs, lower your right foot down. Lift your left ankle, stack on top of your right thigh. With your left hand, press your left thigh away. And stay here. Or bring your knees in towards your chest. Reach for the back of your right thigh or your right shin. Press your knees towards you as you relax your head back. And release your foot back down to the ground. Open your arms wide and then let your knees fall over towards the right side. Back of the head on the ground or turn your head to the left. for a figure 4 supine twist. Begin to bring your knees back through center and cross your legs. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees out wide, butterfly pose. Arms can be by your sides or hands to your thighs to gently nudge your thighs down to open up your hips more. Bring your hands to the outsides of your thighs. Close your knees up like you just finished a really good book. Hug your knees into your chest. Reach for your shins. Bring your forehead up towards your knees. Get really, really tight. Take a breath in. As you exhale, release everything down to the ground for final Shavasana. So take up as much space as you need to. You can open up your arms and your legs. It's the final pose of class where you get to just breathe and be. Allow your body to soak up all the benefits from all the stretching that you just did. Begin to scan your body, beginning at your feet. Notice your heels. Ground your heels into the earth as you relax the tops of your feet. Notice your thighs. Allow your thighs to melt down. Take a breath in, fill up your belly. And then as you exhale, allow your hips to sink down into the earth. Relax your stomach. Shoulders melt down. And then notice your hands. Notice if you're holding any tension. Allow your fingers to relax while keeping that natural curve to them. Allow your jaw to relax. Face completely relax. Bring movement back into your fingers and toes. Deepen back into your breath. And take a big good morning stretch. And then rock yourself over to one side. Rest your head on your arm as if it was a pillow. Take one more moment here. And then gently press yourself up into a comfortable seated position. And then we'll end class with a couple of rounds of breath together. Ground your tailbone into the earth. Lift your spine up, grow up tall. Relax your shoulders down and back. Take a breath in as you sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands down to heart center. One more time, inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky, fill up your lungs. Exhale, hands down to heart center. Place one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. May this practice heal and strengthen your body and your mind. May this practice heal and strengthen your body and your mind. Bring your hands to heart center. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.